our Father, all praises belong to you. Amen. Praise the Lord. Itunu Oluwa Adejare. He's going to be giving us the Bible. After Herald's Angels sing. Praise the Lord.
Isaiah 9:6-7. For a child is born to us, a son is given to us. The government will rest on his shoulders, and he will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. His government and its peace will never end. He will rule with standing from the throne of his authority, slavery, and all justice. Passionate commitment of the Lord of heaven and earth will make this impact.
Shall we rise for the next congregational hymn? Can you off the lights and put on your candle, please?
Welcome everybody one more time tonight to this wonderful celebration of love. Especially people from the neighborhood, friends, and family. We do appreciate your time, and I'm trusting and believing God that not only will you be excited tonight, but that God will speak to you. We thought it might be useful to remind ourselves about the very main purpose of Christmas. Christmas, as we know, is a time of celebration. It's a time of rejoicing. And if you find your way to the shopping mall, you know that Christmas is a time of buying and giving gifts. And it's such a very important time that God Himself initiated. Because God gave us a gift in Jesus Christ. That is why today we can stand and enjoy the goodness of life. We'll be reading several scriptures, and I can stand here to tell you that everything reported in the Bible is not only true because it's been cross-checked, people have investigated it, those who don't believe have researched into it, and the resounding conclusion is that it is true. That is why I want to tell you three things today that I believe is very important to you. That if you have not had it, it's good that you came. And if you have had it, maybe you need to be reminded. It's about salvation. Salvation is the reason why Jesus came. Because if you remove Christ, what you have left is crisis. A life without Christ is a life in crisis. That's why when Isaiah chapter 9 verse 6, Isaiah chapter 9 verse 6 talks about the fact that He is a wonderful counselor. That means that if you listen to Him, if you read His word, if you make His lifestyle your own lifestyle, you will get the best of counsel. You can escape the wrath that is in the world. Friends, I'm sure that we don't need to go into so much detail when we want to give an example of how troubled the world is today. Even in Washington, D.C., they are scared of the fiscal cliff. Everybody is worried. A banker friend of mine was telling me yesterday that rich people are trying to move their money because they don't want to pay higher taxes that will occur because of the cliff. What about ordinary people? People are sick. People are troubled. Even rich people are crying. Because if you remove Christ from the equation of life, there's nothing left. But I want you to know today that salvation is free. You don't have to pay anything for it. There's a story, true life story, of a Cuban general. He was leading a battalion, and it got to a point they took some rest, and he wanted to buy some food for the soldiers to feed, just as some, to encourage them before they continue the battle. And so the general found his way to the market and wanted to buy the food. And the woman who was selling the food refused to sell to the general. And the general was very worried, actually annoyed. I have the money. I want to pay so that my soldiers can get some strength by hitting and continue the battle. But the woman said, is not for sale. The general did not get the message until somebody told him that every food in the market has been paid for. And instead of you having to bring out money, all you need to do is to just ask for the food. It's the same thing with salvation. Salvation is free. You don't have to do anything to earn salvation. The word teaches us that our whole sense of righteousness. The word teaches us about marriage. It teaches us about the things that we need to do. But when it comes to salvation, the only thing you need to do is to receive it. Because it is free. And even though it is free, it is the most valuable gift that anybody can receive. And that is the gift of Christmas. Won't it be just unfortunate for anyone not to receive such a free gift? The gift of life. The gift of making it to heaven. Do you know that you can be certain that if you die, you are going to heaven? And if you are not certain, that means that you have not received the gift. Brethren, receive the gift of salvation because it is free. Now, can you help me tell somebody besides you, brethren, receive the gift of salvation because it is free. The gift of salvation is not only free, the gift of salvation is also, in fact, a rescue. Salvation is free, but it is also a rescue. There's a story, true life story. This happened in Minnesota. A man just brought a brand new Mercedes Benz, and he was so happy, he was so excited that he forgot his car keys inside the Mercedes Benz and just went out enjoying, announcing to friends, I got the Mercedes Benz. Unknown to him, there was a thief that was stalking him, who grabbed the car keys and drove away. Can you imagine this guy just bought a brand new Mercedes Benz, he was so excited about it, and now it's been stolen. And so he reported, he called the police, and the radio stations everywhere, they were trying to put out the number of, trying to describe the car. Somebody's car has been stolen. If you find it, call somebody. And I got to a point, the owner, after several hours, told the police that actually my concern is not just about recovering the car anymore. My concern is that I have some crackers right inside the car that I have laced with poison because I want to use it to catch the rat in my house. Unfortunately, after driving for such a long time, the thief saw the crackers and started to eat it. Brethren, is it not also true with us? That when we are running away from God, we think that we are making an escape when we actually need His rescue. Salvation is rescue. You can be rescued from your past. You can be rescued from your worry. You can be rescued from the things that are holding you down. Right. That is the message of salvation. That is the message of Christmas.